Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs Taurus. This is your mid-month check-in. So let's see what's going on with you guys for mid to end of July 2021. I'm going to pull some cards for your current energy of the person, people, situations surrounding you, and overall outcome of those situations. We will pull some clarification cards as well. And we'll see if there are any other advice, any other messages, positive affirmations that need to come out at the end of the reading, Taurus. This is general, may not resonate with all of you. If it doesn't, that's okay. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You can check out your other placements as well, if you like. Sometimes clearer messages can come through in them. But if you do enjoy the reading or it does resonate, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. Love that. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Definitely in that mood for a new beginning, aren't you? It's like, do I just... This is your energy, Taurus. It's like there's too many unknowns in a situation. Is it time to just completely take a leap of faith anyway? Is it time to just extend my heart anyway? I'm seeing big offers here. You're taking some kind of big leap, but there's still a lot of unknowns here with that moon energy, which is very interesting. I will pull some more clarification on that in a moment. But you're definitely taking some sort of a leap. This is to do, I feel, with some kind of emotional situation, a relationship, some sort of offer that's come in. There is, it's like there's a lot of happiness and excitement associated with this, but then there's also that fear of the unknown or fear that you don't have all the information yet. Maybe that someone is not telling you the full story, the full truth. Maybe that you think someone may be playing you. This could be like taking a big next level step in a relationship when it comes to, say, moving in together, when it comes to having a child together, when it comes to whatever it is, taking that relationship to that next level. It's a big leap that you're needing to take or that you're thinking about taking. But I think you're ready to do it. You're ready to do it despite these unknowns, because there is a lot of happiness there. Energy around you. Wow, we've got the Tower and the Devil. Capricorn energy. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn or someone with strong Capricorn in their chart. I'm really feeling that the reason there's something that you're not sure about is due to the fact that there is a relationship or a situation that seems to feel a little bit toxic, I guess, a little bit addictive. Because you're so kind of tied to this situation, this connection, it has the ability to kind of change your focus or change your plan about what you were going to do. It's almost like, I don't want to say it's derailed, but it's just changed something about a very fundamental foundation of your life or your living situation maybe. Like maybe you had your heart set on living in a particular place and now you're going to have to change that. You're going to have to move somewhere else, or there's something that has kind of changed something very fundamental about your life, about your situation, and it has to do with either being tied to this person. It could also be being tied to finances, to money, to something like that. There's a big focus on making more money and how we're going to make more money to achieve this. So I do want to say that I worry that, this person, and again, I will pull more clarifying cards in a moment, but I worry that this person or this situation that you're dealing with is sort of tying you down in a way, and it's making you change things about your life that you wouldn't ordinarily change. It's really kind of changing the course of things. But the one, I guess, good thing to come of that is that we are seeing a big increase in money. just be careful that you're not going into a relationship, a connection, just based on the money or the potential for, you know, growing your savings, growing your earnings, growing your growing your money as a couple. Make sure that there is that proper emotional connection there as well, because 10 of Pentacles, even though it's like amazing long-term success in terms of finances, stability, it's like legacy building kind of thing, intergenerational wealth as well, there is that element of maybe emotion that's a little bit lacking there. 7 of Pentacles, it's like interesting making a decision. Some of you may have to make a decision on how to spend an inheritance or how to best invest the money that you've saved so far. And, you know, take your time with this, again, because you don't want to rush into something. You've worked very hard for everything that you've achieved, and you don't want to rush into something where it's just going to come crashing down, or you're going to lose your hard-earned money. I don't think you will be silly enough to do that. You know, Taurus, you're very hardworking, you're very sensible when it comes to money, when it comes to finances, but just be careful. You don't want to invest in something or use your hard-earned money that you've saved for something that's not going to be worthwhile. We do have this 7 of Swords here as well. So I do worry that, again, there is that thought someone around you may be just trying to take what they can get from you, from the relationship, from the situation. There's someone in this who is really just thinking about themselves a little bit too much. I'm going to pull some clarifying cards now just to see if we can get some more information on what's going on here, Taurus. Let's see what's going on. Interesting. Someone's definitely needing to gain a new perspective on something. I feel like after a bit of a time out, Taurus, you've made that decision now to move forward. It's like things just weren't moving, so it was time to just get something off the ground. Yeah, there's definitely a situation which is making you feel almost like it's a little bit of a wish come true, like it is holding the key to your happiness. I feel like this is a romantic relationship. I feel like this, you're almost looking for that missing piece to the puzzle, but I just want to show you this repeating energy here with the 7 of Swords. It's come up twice now. And we've got the 7 of Cups. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. We've got a lot of 7s in this reading. Obviously, you need to do what you feel is the right decision, what you feel is right for you. And if you're wanting to move forward into this new beginning, that's great. You need to kind of follow your gut and make that decision. But I will give a little bit of a warning, because with this moon energy here, which is saying that, you know, there are things that you don't know yet. There are things that are hiding beneath the surface, and we do have the 7 of Swords twice. I feel like there is someone around you who is definitely being a little bit manipulative, is maybe lying to you about something, maybe has lots of other options. You're feeling like they could be the one, like they could be the answer to what is going to get you that ultimate fulfillment, that ultimate happiness. Something about this person is very attractive as well. I feel like the physical attraction between you both is very, very strong. There's something exciting about that, but just be careful, because they may have a lot more options than what you realize. Something maybe is going to make you a little bit defensive. So even though, and we got the Tower again as well, lots of repeating energy here. So I feel like you do need to be a little bit defensive about it could be literally your living situation, your home. Make sure someone's not trying to take what you have worked hard for. Your savings, maybe your actual home where you live. Like if you are an owner of a home, just be careful someone is not trying to kind of weasel their way in so that they can take, half of what's yours. Just be very, very careful with that. But I am seeing this link to this kind of slightly toxic situation where foundations are going to come crashing down. And yeah, it may be time. I'm just going to advise to take a little bit of a step back from this. Just be careful. Get more of the answers that you need before you move forward, because you don't want to have this kind of situation, Taurus. You don't want a 10 of Swords. You don't want someone stabbing you in the back. You don't want betrayal. I feel like you have many options. I feel like, you don't want to feel like this is your only option to move forward with someone or to find that eventual happiness. You've got lots of options. It's time to take a step back. Reassess the situation a little bit more realistically. Something has you too focused, too addicted on one thing. And so you're not seeing the other options around you. But unfortunately, one of these options, it's a very manipulative type of energy. Someone is, doesn't have the pure intentions. There are other people around you who do have pure intentions. It's way too many cards, but we did get one that fell here. Yeah, there's people around you that do have pure intentions. There's people around you that don't. It's going to be time, do a little bit of research if you need to. Do a little bit of online research, whatever it takes. Talk to people. Make sure that you're not completely blinded to someone's true nature, I would say. Just take your time with this one. Yeah, it's time to be a little bit more balanced. It's time to just don't keep going with something just because you've already invested a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of money. Don't keep going with something just because you've already invested that kind of time or money or emotional energy. If it's not right, it's not right. It may be time to hang on to. You don't want to completely lose this 10 of Pentacles. You don't want to completely lose everything that you've worked hard towards, all your savings. It may be time to just cut your losses and move on and get a little bit more balanced in this situation. Someone may be juggling. Someone may have more than one option available. And you don't realize that. You're feeling like are they the one? And you don't want to just make a blind leap of faith. You can figure out how it's going to go without putting it all on the line, without risking everything. You don't have to do that. Someone may be making you feel or kind of manipulating the situation in a way, Taurus, where you need to risk a lot in order to figure out if the relationship is going to get anywhere. That's not good. That's not healthy. You don't want to be risking everything that you've worked hard towards because someone is making you feel like that's the only way to do it. Don't do that. Take a step back, take a time out, take a breather, have a little bit of space, do your own thing. Take a couple weeks to yourself, you know what I mean? Where you just don't have communication or minimize communication. Come up with some kind of excuse. I don't know. But you need to distance yourself a little bit, I feel, because it's time to just really think about the situation and potentially move on to something else. Cut your losses and move on to something else. Yeah, we've got the 3 of Swords here, 3 of Air. So this is, unfortunately, the heartbreak card. I don't want you to deal with this. I don't want you to suffer this loss. But at the same time, maybe it's time to just cut your losses where they are now, even though that's going to feel hurtful. It's temporary. The future is going to be much better. It's much better, suffering that loss now than ending up with this kind of situation with a Tower moment, a double Tower moment, and a 10 of Swords, where you're feeling like you've completely hit rock bottom. That's not good. It might be time to just suffer that little bit of heartbreak now in this situation, instead of suffering a much larger loss later. Just be very careful. Eight of Air, Eight of Swords. Yeah, you need to take the blindfold off in this situation, Taurus. Some of you are deliberately not wanting to see someone's true nature or the red flags. I think maybe if you go back to, maybe you had like a close friend or something who, you know, someone who really had your best interests at heart. They may have mentioned something that made you realize there's like massive red flags with this person. Make sure you listen to them, or make sure you kind of revisit that, because maybe that will hold some clues into what you need to know about this situation. Two of Water, Two of Cups. There are opportunities around you for a much more balanced, fair, equal, give and take kind of partnership that's going to feel much more emotionally secure. You're going to feel more fulfilled. It's going to be like a true partnership. This person, I think, is lying to you about their true motivations. And they're maybe even just in it for the money or something like that. I hate having these kinds of negative readings, but I have to read it the way I see it. And for someone, it may be the warning that they need to hear. So I wish I could make, you know, every single reading, every time positive. For my amazing viewers, I don't like spreading bad news. I don't even like putting doubts into people's minds. If this is not your story, it's not your story. If it's not resonating, it's not resonating. This is for someone who already has these doubts, because I feel like there is that sense of, you know, you're having to risk something, or you're having to take a leap of faith when you don't feel comfortable, completely comfortable, when you don't know all the answers, or you're not 100% sure about someone's motivation. If that's your story, then this may be a warning for you. So I don't want any viewers reading into their amazing relationship or their situation, and now this has planted some kind of seed of doubt where there wasn't one before. I think this is for, you know, very specific viewers, and it is going to help someone. It is going to give someone the message that they need to just take their time and maybe cut their losses now, rather than investing too much more in this relationship or this situation. Because there's so much better out there. If you're dealing with someone like this, there's better out there, trust me. Don't feel like that's your only option. There's many more options, many more opportunities. Taurus, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. I hope it gave clarity. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you all again in the next video.